Ha! Yo, I'm here. Oh, there you go. I'm all the way down here. Hello. How are y'all doing today? First of all, if you're watching the VOD, oh, I'm supposed to look here right now. The camera switch positions. If you're watching the VOD, feel free to skip ahead to whichever time is in the chapter that indicates the beginning of the texture painting process. Robin, you're the first today. Hello, welcome to the stream. So yeah, just let's address the elephant in the room, right? I'm all the way down here. A little awkward, but I was checking out the VOD the other day, and I saw that I was blocking a pretty huge portion of the screen. And I was going through the shaders, right? And then I was blocking a huge portion of the shader editor. So hopefully this new position is slightly better for readability, right? Jams, Spider, Mr. Sanson, thank you for fixing the face camera. No worries, I got you. Yeah, you were the one who left a comment, right? So yeah, I had to address it. I saw it and I was like, whoa, he's right. Like, I am blocking a pretty huge portion of the screen. So new cam position, the new camera position is better. Good. I'm glad you think so. Yo, Catnapper, hello, welcome to the stream. All right, let's see. All right, I'm live on both apps. I hope the new cam angle is a lot less obstructive. But okay, just to quickly, I guess, recap, right? As you can see, I've pretty much made close to no progress at all because I've been busy working on the social media stuff and a lot of housekeeping. But I did add some details, right? So previously, yeah, this is where we left off at. This was I roughly ended the stream at around this progress. I think it was around here, and then I added some blemishes, and then I painted over it even more, right? I added some bounce light over here. But I'm really happy with the look, the progress. Marshall first. Hey. It was me. All right. Great. Yo, Phoenix. What's good, my Gooners? Hello, Gooner. Class animated. How's it going, man? What do you recommend for texture painting? I'm looking to adapt my art into this to this style, but I have no clue where to even start. Ooh, okay. Let me think. I do have a tutorial, as in not by me, but a tutorial to recommend. You could try checking out. So you're looking into stylized texture painting stuff, right? So this is one of the videos you can check out, and then there's this artist who I recently just followed on Instagram. Let me see if I can find her stuff as well. She recently joined our Discord, which is really fun. Let me just look at the chat. I think there it is. Okay, she didn't post her link, but I could probably. There it is. Go to her YouTube channel here. There it is. All right. So this one was done in Substance Painter. So just keep that in mind. But it's still very insightful to take a peek behind the curtains and how different artists go about doing different things. And I didn't cover this on stream because I did this off stream, right? But a pretty important component of these stylized painting, which I did not do for the protagonist, because I kind of just looked into how to do this, right? So a huge component to the stylized look is hand-painted normals. This. I haven't really gotten into it yet, but yeah, you can kind of see that I've laid out some strokes. That way it's kind of you know, the light catches on in an interesting way, especially once we start to light this character. You'll start to see that hand texture, sorry, the hand painted normals come to play. Look at that, right? Can you see that? Robin with the 50 biddies, thank you so much. Thank you. And then, yeah, look at that, right? You can kind of see the way it's reflecting off of that, and it's pretty simple, right? All you have to do is to what is it? Go to geometry and then plug the material output into plug the normal into the material output. I'm not sure if this is a necessary step. You might be able to skip this, and then create an image texture, right? And then go to a very important step. You want to go to bake normal, and you want to set the space to object. You don't want to do tangent. You want to do object space. That way you get the position of. You get the correct normals to work with, right? You don't want to work with the usual, like the kind of like more bluish tone kind of normals. That is like the tangent space normal, right? But once you're done with, painting out the hand paintedness, right? The hand painted textures, you want to then bake this again to a tangent normal map. So, yeah, that is the kind of workflow, I guess, right? But yeah, let's not worry about that for now, okay? Today's agenda is to move on to the shirt. We're gonna paint this. It's gonna be fun, I hope. Alright, before I begin though, let me just set everything up. There it is. We want to do standard. Very important. Alright, we want to do flat with cavity turned on. Texture. Alright. Good. Alright. Let's read some messages before we continue. The Freak Bobbler. How many days is probably left? I think... Okay, so the plan was to finish this in 23 days. But we've already been delayed for like... I think we're already late by, what, 3 days? I think we're 2 to 3 days behind schedule. Blender is so scary. I just made my first bouncing ball animation in Blender. Let's go, that's huge. That's huge. Our poor Naki lost his room, now he's in a void. Hey Soy. Yeah, look what you guys made me do, okay? It's the salt. I was assaulted. Now I was flung to the fucking void. Hey, and Henri, hello, welcome to the stream. Can you change the music? Well, I don't know, what kind of music do you want? Well, we're not listening to anything copyrighted, by the way. We're doing strictly just video game BGM, specifically the 3 that I constantly cycle through, right? Because I've gotten a lot of copyright claims, not claims, but like, yeah, copyright claims, right? Basically, either splitting the revenue or completely restricting my streams from being monetized. So these 3 playlists have been vetted. Anything new it's kind of a risk, Anyway, I suspect it's a personal project, but do you have a deadline for this project? I do have a deadline, though I don't want to announce it because I don't want to set any expectations of the release date just yet. But I do have a deadline, and it is to complete this by the end of this year, like by 2026. Is Toby Fox on the list? No. No. Unfortunately, no. Do I risk it? Do I risk some Undertale BGMs? Because I need the streams to be monetized. Oh yeah, okay. So personal project. right. Let me just quickly go through that real quick before I begin the texture painting process. And by the way, hi CC, hello. Hello. So yeah, this project is my very first like animated short film, right? And in case anyone here is familiar with the Endless Engine challenge that I took part in, at this point, what, at least a year ago now, right, or 2 years ago, it's a 5 seconds clip, right, for a submission. So I wouldn't count that as a short film, right? I did do some animation in there, but this is like my first 3D animated short film, and I'm talking like with a proper plot and stuff like that, right? So this is like the beginning of a new Tiny Noki chapter. I'm getting into my I guess my animation arc now, you can say. I want to get into doing I want to do a lot of like silly shit, like I have a lot of ideas in mind, like just imagine this, right? Just imagine a list of your favorite YouTubers, and then 2 of them gets picked and it gets sent into like a blank room, kind of like a training room, right? And then they fight one another, and the fight scene is cool and stuff, and like their powers are related to what they're known for, For instance, Moist Critical versus Queso, right? What would the 3 powers of Moist Critical be? What would the 3 powers of Queso be? And then yeah, you showcase that within a fight scene, and I want to do that as a series, and then that may eventually lead up to something even bigger. Who knows, right? But I have a lot of like stupid shit I want to get out there to the world. A lot of it consists of fight scenes. Lord of Sound, okay. I can lower the volume. Alright, is the music okay? Is this too loud, too soft? Are we good? Yo, Lath, welcome to the stream, welcome back. Isn't copyrighted? Okay, I can give it a shot. It's so good that you're doing everything in Blender. Yeah, I'm not opposed to trying something besides Blender though, as long as it it improves the workflow. But having everything done within Blender is just really convenient. Yeah, it's just convenient, streamlined, Deltarune. I've never played this game, though many of you sorry, not well, yeah, Deltarune and Undertale. I've never played any of those games, but it seems like a very popular franchise. It sounds a little bit like Feng Zhu. Who is Feng Zhu? Feng Zhu. Let me see. Whoops. Whoops. Feng Zhu. Cinema. World building. Okay, let's see, what's this?
If you look at the early films and early games,
do I?
Really long.
It's nowhere nearly as squeaky as I am. I'm very squeaky. Into design cinema. Design cinema. Yeah, I don't hear the resemblance. Maybe. Well, let's see. Definitely not the
For the young students listening that worry about AI, at least from my perspective.
I don't know. Maybe you're talking about the accent, but I don't hear it in the voice. I don't know if it's copyright. I don't want you to be copyrighted. Okay. I will not risk it. Okay, let's begin. Welcome to the texture painting stream. Alright, so this is the current, this is where we're at right now. Here we are. Let me just set the hair to flat as well. Let me hide all of the unnecessary stuff. Let me get those out of the way. I want to set this to flat. Here we go. And this will be set to flat 2. Let me just make sure that I'm... Yep, standard. Exposure, all good. I don't want any post effects. We want a clean canvas, clean. Alright. Okay, so I guess we can begin the texture painting process now. Let me just prop up my references, and then we'll get into it. Let's see. Reference. You mean okay? Yep. Copy. Paste. Alright. Here we go. Oh, the accent. Okay. I see. Alright, let's begin. So, I do have some masks already baked, right? Did I miss any messages? Oh, it's Bakes Day for my personal project. I'm working on a man, and my personal PC is chugging. I miss my work PC. Oh no. But how's the personal project going though? And happy Monday. It's Bakes Day. Congrats. Wait, Bakes Day as in like what? The that's a play on birthday, right? Or am I tripping? Alright, here we go. Let me just I'm gonna try not working with masks for now. I'm gonna use those as like do I want to start with them? Do I want to start with masks? Nope. I'm gonna fully hand paint this. I'm gonna try. I feel like I want to get good at this, right? So actually it's kind of, I think it's good to have the vest on this as well, so that I know what to paint, right? Okay, here we go. I'm gonna start with a new image. Did I unwrap this? Yeah, let me create a new image real quick. New image. 2K. Shirt. Base 2K. Alright. Let me just put that out there. Shirt base 2K. Alright, I did unwrap it. Good. By unwrap, I mean like smart UV unwrap, okay? Blauko, Mika, welcome to the stream. Void Naki is back. If you were one of the OGs, you would know that the Void was the actual OG cam look. We went with the Void look in the beginning, and then we went with I got ported into a room. And then now I'm back here again. But a different angle though. Alright, so first things first, I want to fill up the shirt with the base color. So I just want to make sure that I'm picking the right color. So there it is. I'm color picking the concept art. Alright, and then I will go here and fill this out. Let me just reload this real quick. Reload. And I'm just going to fill it out here instead. Paint. Fill. Boom. Alright, so that we don't leave, any gaps. Sometimes by filling directly on the mesh itself, it doesn't feel very well, Why'd you change the camera position? Because it was blocking a pretty huge portion of the stream, the shader editor. Yeah, I was watching the VOD, you know, because I wanted to key in the chapters, right? Then I was talking about setting up like a painterly normals kind of look, and was pretty much blocked like half of the shader editor window. Not ideal. All right, now let's begin painting. I'm gonna work with a soft brush actually. Now, do I want to do a square brush? What am I feeling? I'll try a square brush. Let's give it a give it a go. All right, I'm gonna use multiply. I will lighten this. Yeah, I just quickly vibe this out, you know? Just vibe it out. So I'm trying to paint this in a way where when her hand is like placed directly beside her, like in a complete resting position, and the light is like hitting from the top down, right? I want to paint according to that. I don't want to paint. So just imagine that the light is being placed up here, right? And you would think that the shadows would be casted. You would think the shadows would be casted down here, right? Because that is because of the current position that she's in. But I'm gonna paint it in a way where I would just imagine that her arms are placed directly beside her like this. Are you kidding me? Every time I undo it, undust the brush selection, it is so extra. So just imagine this, like her arms are being placed on her sides, and then I'm gonna paint it so that the shadows are as such. All right. Here we go. Oh, Voidem was like, nah, I'm not to execute him. Position is okay, but maybe make it 10% bigger? Okay. 10% bigger. Interesting. You know, just FYI, this is the same exact size as the... Yeah, so this is the old position. Exact same size, just without the background. Let me show you what I mean. So this is how... Okay. Just imagine without the... all of that additional real estate, but you get what I'm saying, right? But sure, I'll make it slightly bigger. Is that okay? Do I go bigger? Do I do like maybe a VTuber size, or do I do this? Do I just tilt the camera down? What do you guys think? The angle? Is pretty good? Better? Do I tilt it down more? Did you see the Beans YouTube video where he recreates the Arcane's lighting? It's pretty sick. I did. Oh, been a while since we've gotten one of those. So much better? Okay, good. Alright, sweet. But let me know if I'm blocking anything again, you're right? I'll fix accordingly. You're gonna ask the same question, I see. Yeah, I did see the video, and man, the video was so well done. I'm talking like the production of it. Very, very well done. Alright, let's vibe this out like, once again. I'm just gonna vibe out the shadows. Definitely want some here as well. What are you guys up to? Anyone here doing some form of texture painting as well? I hate that the undo button in the texture painting mode kind of undoes the selection of the brush. Like if I were to switch to smudge and I do a Control Z, yeah, now it goes to fill. I don't know what's up with that. And if you do a redo, it doesn't snap back to that. I'm not sure why that is. I'm not sure why it's doing that. And I can barely English today. I don't know why. Saw the video as well. The dude got hyped. Yeah, it was a very well done video. Are you kidding me? Stop undoing the brush, please. Yeah, the texture painting window, texture paint mode, it needs a lot of like love. It's so behind compared to the other stuff. Alright, still vibing out. Are you gonna do the same process for the lighting? No promises. I've explored that route before, just not within the like Fusion Compositor. So I've attempted to recreate that effect entirely within Blender. So, you know, he mentioned about the lighting pass, right? You can kind of emulate that in Blender. I've attempted to do that. That was actually one of the ways I handled the shaders in the past. One of my many tests, right? It is what I mean. So within Eevee, what you can do is to add a shader to RGB diffuse, right? You can throw on like a light source, like a sunlight or something like that. Let's do like 10. And then so this, whoops. Oh. Alright, so this, right, in itself is essentially the lighting pass, right? As he mentioned in the video, this is essentially the lighting pass. And what I did in the past was to actually I'll do it on the face instead, since I've already painted it, right? Let me just copy this over. There you go. So that is essentially the lighting pass. Okay, just ignore the terrible resolution of the... Let's see. Shadow. Okay. Alright. Just imagine that is the lighting pass. And then what I did was to use the image texture, throw them into a mix node like this for both A and B of the vector of A and B, and we want to either light up the shadows or light up the light part or darken the shadows. It's really up to you. There's no right or wrong, right? You could do both actually, and then just throw on a HSV, right? So black is A, white is B, right? So you can choose to either darken A, or you can choose to lighten B. You could do both technically. You could use the yeah, you could do both. Let me show you what I mean. Well, yeah, okay, I'll just do that and do this. There you go. I was thinking too hard about this. And then if you want to mess around with the color of the shadows, you could either choose to play with the hue, or you could do a mix node, right? And then throw in like, let's just say you want the shadows to be blue, all right? And then just set this to color. Now you get to tint your shadows. And then you get to play with the values here. You get to play with the saturation. Yeah, I've messed around with this before in like within Blender itself, but I ended up not really liking the look. In fact, I've even made my own shader out of this. I don't know if I still have it. Do I have it? Pretty sure I have it, but yeah, you can kind of recreate that look within Blender itself. But whether or not I want to go with this look, that's a different question. And you get to play around with fun stuff too, like he mentioned about the gradient, right? Which is true. That is something that they do a lot in anime. So let's just say you want to do a gradient texture, and you want to, I don't know, maybe set the gradient via an object, right? So what I mean by that is you could create an empty and have this empty control the gradient. You know what I mean? But then that would mean that you have to parent this to the rig as well. Just yeah. But yeah, you can see how you can create a gradient within Blender as well, and have this mask over the shadow and light mask that we have created, and set that to multiply, and boom, you have a gradient. Well, let me just make it a little bit more obvious. Maybe I'll set a range map there. Actually, no, instead what I'll do is to control the gradient. Whoops. Control the gradient via the scale. There it is. And look at that. Oh. Pretty cool. And you just have to do... You could just compile this as a shader, right? And then just throw it on for literally everything. So let's just compile that, and then you can start throwing the sockets and whatnot. I'm not gonna do that. I just want to give you guys an example, and then literally do the same thing here. Just do that. Whoops. Boom. Right. But after messing around with this look within Blender, I wasn't too big a fan of the way it was looking. Out of curiosity, why did you not use the hair cards for your characters? So it's kind of like asking why not use the hair particle system, right? There isn't like a right way to do things. This just so happened to be the approach that I decided to take. I just felt that this was the look that I wanted to go for. But that is true. The hair cards, like using hair cards was definitely one of my consideration. It's just that this ended up being what I went with. I just like the way this looks, Yeah, so the answer is really, it's a personal preference. And yeah, and to add like a rim light, that might make things a little bit that is where things may get a little complicated. But you can throw on like a there's so many ways to go about this. You could do a layer weight, right? And then maybe throw on a map range, and you can throw in a vector rotate. Boom. Is that the wrong way to do it? Whoops. Let me just do a geometry. When you're working with like 3D stuff, you want to use the geometry normals, not the texture coordinates normals, unless yeah, usually the normals for the textures you want to use it's for like 2D images, right? The texture coordinate. Yeah, this is for 2D, this for 3D, so let's throw it in there. I could be wrong though. I don't know what I'm doing. Don't take whatever I say with a pinch of salt. Salt. Speaking of salt, you guys assaulted me. Okay, do a mix color, and then black. Black is A, right? So I'll throw the base color in A, and then I don't know. Maybe for B, I'll just do a. Let's see. But this is never mind. This is not the best way to go about this. I'll probably just how would I do a rim light? It's not as simple as just throwing on another light and then just increasing that, because we're using this light source as a mask, right? If only there's a only there's a way. Let me think. Is there a way to go about doing that? Yeah, I guess this is like its limitation, I guess. Right, with compositing, you could just export out another light map and use that as a mask for the rim light. So yeah, I guess this is one of its limitations. All right, let's delete that and let's not get too carried away. Right, we're supposed to texture paint today. My bad. But yes, this is just to let you guys know that I have experimented with the arcane look. Not the vibe I was looking for though. Rimlight makes it pop. It does. It does. Hair cards also works for animation. Got it? Yeah. It definitely does. I like the stylized meshed hair you have now. Hair cards are a very different look. True, and thank you, Mike. Yeah, it's a different look. I whenever I look at works like Rain, for instance, right, where her hair is, I think she would start with hair curves as like curves as well, and then she would eventually kind of find ways to stitch them together, right? And then she would manually paint the textures on the hair. Whenever I see works like that, I'm like, should I go for that look? But then I've decided to stick with this I wanted to have this procedural. I want to maintain the proceduralness for the hair. You know, you could technically go with both though. But you know what? I am pressing for time, so let's keep going. Let's keep going. Yeah, I'm still kind of figuring out the look that I want to go for in terms of like shaders. I've messed around with so many different looks. Holy. I'm gonna try something. I'm gonna turn on the randomized color and set this to like 0.005 and do it per stroke. Kind of randomize the shadow colors a little, you know. Did you say salt? Unfortunately, I did. I did. Have you decided the main shading of red feathers? No, I have not. I have not. I must say though that the current look that I have is a lot closer to what I have in mind. I think we're getting there. Like if you're wondering what I'm talking about, just look at my socials and just look at the latest turntable, or go to Discord and it should be up on somewhere on one of those channels. You'll find it. You want to see it, you'll find it. Compositing video I sent on Discord. I did. We were just talking about that, and we just went through how I attempted to do that style a while ago. All within Blender. So if you missed out on that, you could just rewind the VOD and check it out. Hydrate, thank you. I will hydrate. Give me a second. Just want to quickly lay out the shadows. Shadows. Darken this area. Actually, right. Okay. Just gonna vibe it out. I'm just laying out all the the colors. Alright, let me just pull up the reference that I exported the other day. Let's go to that. Alright, yeah, I want to follow the forms of this. Actually, that's fine, this is good. Yo, Ray, how you doing? Just dropping by to say hi, Brody. Hope you're having a good day. See you. Bye, Ray. Thanks for dropping by. I'm doing good. Hope you're well too. Have a good one. Yo, memes. Hydrate. Thank you. Soy sauce bottle time, indeed. Here it is. Here's the soy sauce. I'm still not used to this camera angle. I keep looking at the older angle. I think if you're on your own, it's harder to pick a main shader. Yeah. The thing is, like, okay, my main objective when I experimented with the shaders, right, is to have it so that the light source within Blender itself would contribute to tinting the values and the hue of the image itself. So instead of it being like physically accurate, I was trying to find ways to have it so that the lights are tinting the values, right? So let's just say we have an orange light. I would want to then have it so that the orangeness is like directly applied onto. It's like it's directly tinting the colors of the textures without any of the PBR look. I don't know how to explain this, but it's like kind of what I did earlier, but it works with multiple lights, you know. And I believe Lightning Boy Studio, I think he may have solved that issue. I could be wrong. It's been a while since I've looked at that one video that he did a while ago on like lighting in, you know, like stylized lighting, right? But yeah, I don't know if I made any sense at all. But what I'm trying to say is that I wish there was a way to have it so that the color of the light could directly affect the hue of the shirt instead of it being like a PBR kind of light. It's like, okay, if I want to do one light source, that is easy, right? But now add another light source, suddenly it becomes a whole like a huge problem, right? And I guess the solution would be to have it so that a light is like the light only, like if you can have it so that each light has its own mask within Blender itself, that would be OP. I'm sure there's a way to do it. I'm just not sure how to. I'm just not that guy to figure it out. Oh, okay. Great work on the face textures, thank you. My mission is to come daily, so when I see the movie, I know how to make movies, you know what I mean? Fair enough. Fair. I'm not sure if I'm a great reference, though. Just pick and choose the good parts. I'm gonna make a lot of, like, mistakes along the way. But I'm sure you'll figure out what to, you know, take note of and what not to. This is the vibe. Before I decide, I'll could I have gone with like the soft brush instead? And maybe let's work with a soft brush. Long time no see, E-boy. Now you know how it is to be tall, having to look down all the time. Damn. I'm LARPing as a tall guy now. Alright, let's actually, let me just color pick the shadows that I've laid out in the concept art. Let's play around with that a little. That's a lot less saturated. Interesting. Nah, I'll undo that. I like the current colors that I've laid out. Actually, I like working with the square brush. Yep, okay. Now let's lay out some lighter colors, maybe. You have an example of what you're talking about? Otherwise, it sound like it sounds like a comping job. Yeah, it seems like it's a comping job, but yeah, I don't have any videos to link that could explain what I have in mind, but it's basically just imagine each light acts as a mask, and then you get to plug that light within like the mix. Like you can plug it into the vector of a mix node and have it so that you can control the values of A and B. Yeah, it's probably a comping job. At. But I want to desaturate this a little bit. Does that symbol on the belt have any meaning? It does, actually. But it's not important in the story, so. You want to know the meaning, or should I keep it for you to figure it out? Well, it won't. It's not. It's not going to be covered in the film though. But it's basically okay. I'll just explain it. It's okay. So the map of this world that they're in is very much inspired by the map of my country, Singapore, right? And if you were to stretch Singapore slightly vertical, it looks like the shape of a diamond. And the name of this, the name of the place that they're in, it's called the Diamond City. And so this is pretty much like one of the factions of, like the Goon squad of that. It's related to. It's the okay. You can see that okay. If you look at their clothes, right, you can see how it's a mix between kind of like it's a little hard to tell because my concept art skills are still not there, but it's supposed to showcase the difference between like the novelty, right, which is this kind of steampunkish aesthetic, right, versus the grungier look, the more like desert punk-ish look, right? And it's kind of sort of like to symbolize that they're rebellious because the things like some of the things that they're wearing, it's technically not theirs. It was yoinked. That's basically it. Why is it not color picking? Wait, there's a mask. What is that? What is this? Something is a little funny. Is anyone involved or is it one-man production? One-man production. All by myself. What is this? What is going on? What is going on? What is this? Shirt base. Oh, wait, what? What is this? Did I change something? Standard, EV. Like, why is it not painting over there? What is going on? What? Oh. No, it's not that. Wait, am I tripping? Do you guys see what I'm seeing? Okay. Invisible mask? That's what I would think so too, right? Like, you see it's painting here, but as soon as I color pick this color, boom. What? I'm so confused. Do I do the good old close and open? Let me try that. The shoulder pads kind of look like a Chinese temple. The roofs I see. Coming daily to support you, obviously the main cause, the big purpose, it's all to see you succeed. I appreciate that, that's really kind. Show us your setup. Oops. What is that in regards to? There it is, now it's working. What the fuck? Okay, you guys saw that too, right? Okay. That was a bug. That was straight up a bug. I just closed and opened it and it worked. Okay, that's stupid. Talking about ding dongs? Yo, Augie. Damn. Ding dongs, huh? Ding dong, wake up. No ding dongs here, unfortunately. Alright. I'm trying to see how they handle folds on like these different references. I'm looking at some of the arcane stuff, some ArtStation stuff. Okay. Okay. Pretty cool, pretty cool. Alright. Sculpting hair is fucking hard. Fair enough. It can be pretty difficult. The magic button of restart. I know, right? I'm glad that was documented. Because that was not me. Wish they would update texture painting like they update geometry nodes. So true. So true. A texture paint update is like long overdue, but I bet it's not that they don't want to update, it's just that no one is interested in developing it. All the texture paint lovers are just too busy painting themselves. Let's see. Oh. I'm gonna paint in the AO of the shoulder patch for this. For the shirt. Most of us just use Substance Painter or Marmoset or something. Fair enough. Yeah, it would be nice for them to update texture painting and just scare the living shit out of, like, you know, those companies. What I'm hoping for is that they're actually secretly working on like a texture painting 2.0. They're like, heh, wait till they see this, and then boom, a whole like demonstration video showcasing the new texture painting 2.0. Holy. Just so weird they don't have even layers by default. Oh yeah, it's a note based. It's very note heavy. Blender has always been very like a very notes software, you know. Yeah, there was one time they talked about potentially implementing some layered system within the note within the shader editor that unfortunately didn't come to fruition. Somewhere in the forums. Yeah, I remember struggling with folds for the protagonist as well. I'm talking for texture painting. Specifically, I use Blender for other things mostly. Ah, okay. Yeah, that would be nice. Mephisto! Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Alright. Let's see. So if anyone here is new to the stream, right? First time coming in, and you have no clue what I'm working on right now. So I'm currently working on a short film, completely independent. It's gonna be a one-man show, right? I'm not recommending anyone to do that. It's just something that I wanted to do that eventually scaled up to the way it is. It was supposed to be something simple, but then, you know, kind of crept up to this short film, right? It all stemmed from wanting to do a fight scene. Then I had this idea of like sleep paralysis. Then that kind of that kind of spawned this film. But anyway, this film it's called Red Feathers, right? If you want to learn more about it, you want to learn about the premise. I do have a video up on YouTube. If you're on Twitch, just scroll down to the panels page. You'll be able to find a link to the video. And if you're on YouTube, just go to my channel, you know? I'm new. Alright, Phoenix. And check out the video. Otherwise, I will throw salt in your eyes, and you won't be very happy. This one is a little dark. I've never attended one of your streams until now. Well, guess what, Phoenix? We go live every single weekday, right? And guess what? Guess what? If you're subscribed to Amazon Prime, did you know that you have a free sub that you can drop on Twitch? If you're not using your Amazon Prime, consider supporting the film by subscribing for free for a month. What? Exactly. Free, you know? Free. New cam angle. Yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Whatever happened to the yes, 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 yes lady? I feel like one of those crappy actors in a cheesy commercial. I know, right? Doing me a solid, Phoenix. Did you know? But wait, there's more. There is? Hell yeah. But wait, there's more. Okay, that's not so bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. Meow, meow. Yeah, I don't really have a method to go about painting folds. All I'm thinking of is to deepen the creases, highlight the contours, right, the highest points of the folds. Making my own bread right now. What did you eat today, chat? And you, Naki? I had... What did I have today? Chicken breast. I think I had some, like, bits of beef earlier. Cooking like a... What kind of style is that? I don't know how to explain. Kind of like a stir... Kind of like a stir-fried kind of dish with beef. And yeah, it was pretty good. Nothing crazy today. The other day I had a cheeseburger, which was really good. I had it before stream and I was like charged. I was ready to I was ready. I think it was the previous stream, right? Can't exactly recall. I felt ready. And I made sure to eat this time before I went live. So I don't get The Hungers by Marshall sending his his food pics. Food pics, not foot pics. Food. Hot Pocket, nice. Feel free to ignore I'm sculpting hair for the first time. I'm not sure if this is good. If it's I'm not sure if this is good to trust the process or trash it. What is good to LXR? Oh, Elixir? LXR? Thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Did you mean to send a link or? Oops. Oh, you put something in the feedback? Okay, I'll check it out later. A little busy right now. Foot pics are on point. Foot pics, not so much. Yeah, where are the foot pics? Come on. It's always food, but never foot. Now, what is that about? TMT Tunes, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Welcome. Okay, I need to clean up certain areas. I think I'm gonna have to darken this entire area. Are you kidding me? I think it's doing a thing again. Bruh, seriously? Silly goose. Why does it do that? Yeah, it's doing it again. There has to be a reason why that happens. Alright. I'll restart this. Alright, well, I do that. Let's see, what did Augie post? Oh, I forgot to. I keep forgetting to ask you guys to say hi. Are you guys active right now? You guys want to say hi to the short form people? I'm considering. Yeah, I don't know. I'll just keep the segment. think it's worth investing in this. One sec. Let me just look at Augie's. Oh, okay. Okay, let me just record you guys saying hi real quick. Alright, ready. A quick checkup on the losers. Yeah, hi losers. 3, 2, wait. A little bit longer. There's a delay. Quick check on the losers. Thanks, guys. Hi, Blurp, by the way. Knockers, you like knockers? A quick checkup on the knockers. Okay, Augie, let's see. What is your question again? To trust the process or trash it? Okay. Ah. I feel like it's not. Yeah, maybe don't trash it, but I feel like you're getting into the. Yeah, you're getting into like the secondary, if not even like tertiary details with the brushstrokes. I feel like that can kind of mess with the way. Like I feel like you should dedicate the brushstrokes to the primary shapes first, right? So focus on dedicate or utilize the direction of the strokes to help guide you to get the shapes that you want out of this hair. What I mean by that is when you have these little tiny strokes, right? It hurts to erase them away. You need to work in a way where you wouldn't mind getting rid of the little lines, you know what I mean? I feel like maybe invest more time in like the bigger chunks of hair. Like for me, I like working with bald. I like working with, where is it at? Yeah, like really large chunks of hair, right? Like these. Yeah, I'll separate the meshes real quick. Whoops. Yeah. Yeah, this is a sphere. You can see how I've utilized the pinch to kind of like point out. Okay, I think it's not what I did first. I think what I did first was to really focus on the shape, like the silhouette of the hair, right? And then again, but this really depends on the style you're going for, though. This is like my particular style that I was looking for, like these big clumps of hair. It's probably a different look you're going for, but I would first focus on the bigger chunk of hair before you go in and lay out the tiny bits of, like these little streaks. Like focus on the big, like dedicate your brushstrokes to bigger chunks first, like so, you know what I mean? I don't know if I'm making any sense at all. But yeah, but it's looking good though. I don't think I would discard it. I just feel like you need to be more brave to move shit around. Like that is something that I struggled with in the beginning, was to be afraid of like just wrecking things and just moving it so that it looks the way I want them to. You see what I mean? Just be bold and just move shit around. Not brave at all? Yeah, you gotta be brave. If it helps, you could try lowering the resolution a little bit and ignore the... Like, there are bound to be some of these like artifacts. You have to not be afraid of them. Like, let's just say I've invested time in making this pretty. I feel like it's really hard to move shit around. Fuck it. Fuck the details, you know, just boom. And then you can just fix things later, right? Because the primary shape is the most important part, and then later you could go in and like start deciding that, okay, I want this to be one clump. I want this to be one clump. And then I can use the pinch brush to pinch things up to make things pretty. Like, okay, this can be one clump, this can be one clump. You get what I mean? Like, focus on the bigger picture first, and then you can slowly define the like each clump of hair, if that's the look you're going for. It's looking good though. Yeah, my solution would honestly to just be brave. Yo, Alex. Hello, hello. More power, just harder on clay buildups for big chunks and dig too. Oh yeah, I would just say like, fuck it, like just move shit around with... I relied on a grab brush a lot during the hair blockout stage. And the snake hook brush. So like if I were to do that again, let's just say I were to do it again, start with the sphere, right? The first thing I would do is to focus on getting the hairline, like all of the end points of her hairline. Basically just define her hairline first, and then once that's good, I would just move shit around for the primary shape with the grab brush. I would just move shit around. She's gonna look stupid, but fuck it, you know, just move until the vibe is right. Let's go for this Medi hairstyle. Is it Medi? Is that her name? The bitch in Arcane. Or just pull it. Not enough shit, I'll just up the res a little bit, but not too much though. Yeah, I rely on the grab brush a lot during this stage, and the snake hook brush. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need all of those details in the beginning. Snake hook, boom. Snake hook, boom. And grab brush, and you just repeat until you get like a hairstyle that you like, you know? There's nowhere near like the Medi hairstyle, but you get my point. It's quite a vibe. Hold up. Is it time to change her hairstyle? Kidding. Yeah, I would work with a separate hair mesh for the bangs, or like for parts with like, let's see. Yeah, usually I would separate the fringe or the bangs from the rest of the hair. Let's find the hairline. Just find the. It's like looking for the bony landmarks. You just gotta place them first, and then you work around that. Cool. Alright, that's good enough, right? And then yeah, there you go. You've just blocked out some hair. And then if you look at the side, yeah, you always want to work in 3D, right? So from the side it's looking really flat. I want to have this kind of look. So let's just go for that, right? What did I do? Yeah, I'll just fucking pull it out. Just move shit around. Move it. Be brave. Move. Pop. Pop. Create some angles. Yeah, it looks stupid at first. Get that in. Pull that back. There you go. Hairstyle 2.0. Then once this is done, I would then start thinking about where I want to place my hair curves, right? So I would start going in and slowly pull out, like, I don't know, maybe I don't even have to pull things out. I could just work with a clay strip brush to kind of give the impression of like a hair clump being there. So for instance, like, let's just say I want something, I want like a hair curve that goes around, like along this way. It's like, oh, okay, like by looking at this angle, it kind of gives me the inspiration or the idea that, oh, I could maybe crease this area up like so, and then that could be a hair curve in itself. Yeah, I'll start working around this, you know, like, okay, what else can I do here? I think I want a hair curve to kind of go in that direction, so let's just throw it there. I mean, it's best to have a reference to kind of follow. That I think that is the most ideal scenario. I'm kind of just making shit up right now. And then I'll add like a little thing here in the middle. Yeah, and then you just keep moving shit around until you get this. And then yeah, with this you now have an idea of where to place the hair curves. Boom. But for your case, you don't have to go with this like hair curves. You could just leave it as it is, like the sculpt. Alright. Thanks a bunch for taking your time. Yeah, no worries, no worries. Completely sculpted hair. Okay, there you go. Yeah. Hello, Blender fellow Blender weirdos. Hey, David, welcome to the stream. How you doing? I was working on something before I faced the bug again. Did I miss any? Yeah, hydrate. Thank you, Alex. All right. Let's keep painting. I was working on this area. I wanted to darken this entire area here. a little light. I'll just do this. Okay. Mia! Hello! How was the stream? How was the spooks today? Brother in Christ, I don't want to do it anymore. It was that bad. Damn. What's the name of the game? You don't relax. Think about a happy place. Routine. Well. Happy place, you said. Alright, let me go find some jump scares real quick. No? I'm having a hard time painting clothes. Not too familiar with shorthands. Let me just look at some references. Let's see. Do I wanna do it like this instead? This might be the vibe. Brad, hello, welcome to the stream. Model be looking really nice, keep up the good work, my goat. Thank you, Mia. I'm glad you think so. Yeah, I think it's the stroke that was making it look weird. I was kind of having it go all over the place. Hello again, I keep saying oh my god because I previously only saw you on Twitter, so it feels like I'm meeting a famous person when I see you on Twitch. Oh my god. That's hilarious. The paint looks goon as hell. Hell yeah, thank you. And welcome to the stream. You know, speaking of Twitter, I did consider streaming over there. But I don't think anyone uses Twitter. Yeah, I don't think anyone uses Twitter to watch streams. And the views there is like, you don't get to see the live viewer count. The views that you see on Twitter streams is the views that is to indicate the amount of visits. But TikTok, I've definitely considered doing TikTok. I think if the short form, the new short form channel ever does well on TikTok, I might I might start streaming over there, but I hope that just hope we don't get any weirdos there. Let's see if we can get this short form thing running by the end of this character. That is a little too ambitious, but it would be fun to stream on TikTok when we begin the process of the next character. Anything for the film, man. Anything for the film. Been a bit of a roller coaster, I see. I have zero experience, not only like with the streams over there, but I don't use TikTok. I only my source of doom scrolling is Instagram. It's happening again, seriously. What is this? I've never had this issue before. What a weird problem. Alright. The only thing is that it's a bit strange. The only thing a bit strange is the IP lock on TikTok. It might not push the content outside of your country. That's true. I did notice that about TikTok. I find it really hard to hit the algorithm on TikTok. It feels very localized. Just restart the. There it is. So that's the thing, huh? Okay. IP lock. Interesting. I wonder what the method is to beat the IP lock. Is it to just be consistent? It can't be that simple. I heard that you need to upload twice a day. I don't know if that's true. Seems a bit too extreme. Twice a day. Holy brain rot. That's crazy. Twice a day is that's a bit much. Have you ever tried streaming on TikTok before, Mia? If you haven't, have you ever considered it? Nexon, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. How long does it take you to formulate and post a social media post? If we're talking about the recent ones, I try to keep it. I try to complete it no more than 2 hours. But I did spend quite a bit of time thinking of brainstorming for like how I want this series to go, and putting together a template for me to basically remove all of the friction, right? That way it's just record, put together, reuse the same sound effects, and go. So we'll see. I think in a few days time I can give you a better answer than I can give you a better answer then. But right now I think it's about like 2 hours. I think I spent about a little bit over an hour earlier to work on like a video to make up for the lack of upload today. Was supposed to only spend like 30 minutes, right, to put together like a trendy type video. Ended up spending a little bit over an hour. And then I was supposed to go to the gym, but because it took me so long that I ended up just working out at home. Oh well. I hope it's temporary though. This whole like I've been missing the gym because of the social media stuff. I've been having to do some lame body weight stuff. Shell Kid, Steam Shell Kid, thank you for the follow. I don't like this. How do we do this? Let me think. How do people do folds? Okay, let me just follow this closely. This dark value. Let's simplify things a little bit. It's gonna remove, rather should I say, make this a little softer, this transition. Oh! Steam Shell Kid with the raid! Art, yo, welcome to the stream, Raiders. Hello, hello. Yo, hello, welcome to the stream. Thanks for the raid. How was the stream? 2 hours is a fine answer? I've never posted my visual art on social media, I see. I'm afraid of streaming there. TikTok has been a bit unkind to me. Oh no. Unkind. I wonder in what way? Like the comments? Dude, awesome texturing. I see. It was a fun art stream. Let's go. What did you work on? And thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you think so. What were you working on? And do you have anything you'd like to share with the class? I won't hold you hostage, don't worry, but just for today though. Next time, doodling some characters for a story. Ah, I see. How did that go? Let me see, I can generate a link. Yeah, that would be good. Also, if you have to go, grab food, grab a drink, or the post-stream stuff, go ahead. The gym gains. I've been meaning to hit legs. Tomorrow I'm gonna hit them. Hopefully. It's my #1 priority now is the social media, right? And unfortunately that means that I have to work around the schedule that I've created for the new short form stuff. I'm gonna remove the randomized color. And I'm really not liking this. Let me see. Let me change up the smudge brush. The smear brush. Oh, and welcome raiders, by the way. If any of you are still here, I'm currently working on a short film, and you're looking at one of the 6 characters of the short film. If you wish to learn more about it, I do have a link down below in the panels page if you want to check that out. It's a 5 minutes long video. If you exclude the outtakes at the end. I might want to restart this. Let me maybe like smudge things out real quick. Here we go. All right. I will check that. Alright, let's see. Ooh, holy crap. Oh my god. Holy. Okay. Guys, check this. Wait. There it is. Okay. Reset. Sec. There it is. Yo! This is so sick! Oh, this is... Yo, look at the shape language. Holy. You cooked. Oh my god. Yo. Yo. I need to get to this level someday. This is crazy. Wow. How long have you been drawing for? Holy. Good stuff. Really good stuff. Oops. Oh wow, we started. Oh shit, okay. What? Yo, that is fast. You went zoom. Holy shit. That is crazy. Look at that. That was just what, 10 minutes? No, not even 10 minutes. Oh my god. Insane. Amazing stuff. Thanks for sharing, Steam Shell Kid. I've been drawing on and off for as long as I can remember. I see. Started drawing seriously again at 8 years old. I see. Good stuff. Of course, your model looks fantastic, by the way. Thank you, thank you. I appreciate that. I need to get to that level? No, I need to get to your level. Oh my god. I want to be a... I want to be able to come up with my own concepts as well. This is my own concept, but yeah, I feel like I have a lot of room for improvement. So, gotta work to your level. Short film, yes. Click where to see it. Okay, so if you go to my panels page, you scroll down on Twitch. If you're on Twitch, yeah, you're on Twitch. Scroll down to the panels page. You'll see Red Feathers. That is the name of the project. Just click on the image, and if you're on YouTube, just go to my channel and look at the first video that I ever posted. How long did it take? So right now we're on day 17. A little bit longer than I'd like to, but yeah, we're on day 17 right now, and day 2 of texture painting. Yep. Kind of not vibing with the paint right now, but you know what? It happens. I just have to transfer the vibes over here to everywhere else, and I think I should be good. Any tips for high to low poly detail transfer for stylized characters? High to low poly detail transfer. You're talking like retopology and baking, right, Lucas? Any tips? I don't know if I have any tips. Besides retopologizing and baking over the textures, I wish I had. Can't think of anything right now, Lucas. Any tips? Can you maybe specify a little bit more about, your question? Narrow it down for me, maybe. The fight scene previous looks crazy. Big scroller. I'll watch the whole thing later, I promise. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. Take your time. See it anytime you want. I'm being called away for Hell Divers, but I've joined your Discord. Dude, keep cooking this stuff. Absolutely slaps. Thank you, Steam Shell. Yeah, you have a good gaming sesh. You go have a good one. Thanks for the raid once again. Appreciate it. And yeah, Lucas, maybe you want to narrow it down for me by your question, like maybe specify the tips you're looking for. Do you think you ever release those models for people to make fan animation with them? Ooh, that is not a bad idea. I'm not opposed to that. That is definitely not off the table. It's not currently on the agenda, but it's definitely not off the table. I have considered selling these models to help fund the film, right? But yeah, like I was thinking maybe I could sell these models so whoever buys it will be credited at the end credit as like a contributor, but then there may be some complications, like people creating a film before I even release mine, out of my characters. If it's not expensive, I'll definitely buy one. Fair, fair. Yeah, just some ideas, but yeah, it's not off the table, but it's definitely not on the agenda for sure. Man. Folds are so difficult. Semi-translucent, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Why do I hate it so much? Let's see. Okay, I'm gonna try something. I think I have to be more sure of the forms of the folds. They're kind of messy right now. That may be why. All right, let's be brave, right? Yeah, I think that's slightly better. Now this. Brave. Does the tiny hair shader work for single mesh hairs? Yes, you just have to make sure that the UVs are unwrapped accordingly, right? So the way I have it, the way I have the shaders work is that the root is on the left side of the UVs, and the tip is on the right. So as long as you, let me show you an example actually. Yeah, you can see that if I were to do this, actually this is fine. Yeah, you just have to make sure that your UVs are unwrapped as such, so that the left side is on the root and the right side be on the tip. So if you have like a sphere, for instance, and you want it to like go down this way, let me first of all just rotate this. Yeah, right, so you can kind of see. As long as I have it set up as such. There you go. A single mesh. Yep. Holy brain fart. Was I being brave? Were you being brave? I don't know, that's for you to answer, right? I think it was in Discord. One, I look in Discord. I'm gonna bug in more than I did. I'll check it out later in a bit. I'm trying to get out of whatever this is right now. I hate the way this looks. By the way, a bit in a good mood. Sorry if I'm overstepping. Don't worry about it. Not at all, not at all. Oh, an artifact. Let me. I think this is slightly better than it was before, thankfully. A lot more clear, but it's still not perfect by any means, but it's not as bad as it was earlier. Let's see. Bye, Marshall. Thanks for watching today's stream. Sorry, it's a really quiet one today. You have a good rest. What made you switch from the more cute, cheapy style to something more stylized? So I've always been interested in like this style of characters. Specifically, well, in the past, I'm talking more like those are for like Valorant, right? I've always been intrigued. I've always wondered how one would go about, creating those characters. I've just never had the the guts to pick it up. I've always been too intimidated by the amount of things I would have to learn just to be able to create those kind of characters. What made me step away was the confidence, like the toxic trait of like thinking, you know what, I can actually do that, right? I think I'm able to do that. I gave it a shot. Struggled with it quite a bit. I remember burning out from it one time, but I think after you try a number of trying it out for a number of times, try something the same thing over and over again for like an extended period of time. You're like you start to, I guess, get the hang of it. Right. 2023, I picked up anatomy, and that was when things really went uphill for me. Because I've attempted to get into this style, a number of times, failed many times. It was not until that I picked up anatomy that was like, you know what, I can kind of do this. So yeah, to answer your question, TLDR, I've always had the interest to venture into more realistic proportioned characters, but with stylized features. I've always been intrigued by the shape languages of such characters, and the style change is just really me finally succeeding in picking up this style. Are you self-taught? For the most part, for what I do, yes. But I did go to visual effects school, right? And one of the many modules was 3D. So I did learn how to do some hard surface modeling over there, right? But in terms of like all of the character stuff, it was pretty much completely self-taught. Forearm from Ben 10. VFX school? Yeah. I went to two different visual effects schools. And yeah, one of the many modules there was 3D modeling specifically. We actually did learn how to animate as well, like at a very basic level. That was I think one of the assignments was like one taken off of the internet, where you had to animate like this ball-shaped fox. I would say I'm maybe 80% self-taught. In fact, like the things that I learned in school, a lot of it's like it might as well be self-taught. But I will give them some credit for my hard surface modeling skills. Specifically sub D modeling. Doing something similar. There's a module right now where I have to make a 1-minute animation in Blender and it's low-key stressing me out. I see. What about it is stressing you out though? Why are you stressed out by it? Is it the deadline? Is it a difficult task? Music got me. Hey Monique, welcome to the stream. I want to make something that has impact and I have now no experience. Okay. So you have like a goal that you feel you just don't have the skill sets to execute. Is that what it is? No, these things, they take time though, so yeah, don't be too hard on yourself. Possibly I do 3D model, but not animation and anything in that field. Interesting. Wait, so you have no experience in animation, but your module requires you to animate? Yeah? Huh? That sounds like a flaw of the module though. Like, why is that even allowed? Would you say the sculpt is more important than the texturing to define the shapes? Ooh. It definitely plays a role, the way you sculpt or model your models. But texturing can... Okay, like contours, right? Meaning the silhouette. That is really crucial to capture in your modeling or your sculpting. Whoops, where is it at? Like this, like all of this, you cannot fake it with textures, right? But if you're talking, you know, surface deformations, those or like these folds, right? They're both equally important. I'll say that. I don't know if it's a cop-out, but I think that's just the way it is. Yeah, you cannot leave one out or the other. It really depends on the task too. Like yeah, let's see. Let me pull up her work again. Like, okay, look at this, right? Look at how little faces there are, right? And a lot of the surface, you can see like there are some hand painted normals that are causing the way that the light is interacting with the model. In that sense, you know, texturing is more important, but you wouldn't know that this is a pipe without modeling it in such manner. You know what I mean? So they both come in hand, but yeah, I don't know if that answers the question at all. But they're both important. I wouldn't say that texturing is more important than the other. Yeah. All right, I think it's looking not too bad finally. It's finally looking like something, right, that I can work with. Oh right, I was supposed to. I'm not sure if Augie is still here, but let me look at his work real quick. Wonder. Hey Augie. Okay, let's see. Ah, okay. Yeah, that it's definitely more dynamic compared to this, but I'm not sure what your reference is, so I don't know. I don't know if this is like what is closer to the. Oh shit, they're tits. Whoops. I just realized that. I hope I don't get any punishment, but yeah, I would say it's definitely more dynamic now. Yes. Yep. I think one thing you can improve on, right, is the smoothness of your lines. So let's just say you have like your lines. Let me just kind of like copy that. Yeah, like this. Oops. Like let's just say this is your hair, right? Right now I'm seeing some of these like jaggedness going on. That is one thing you could like look into. Like these jaggedness. Just focus on creating like cleaner flows. Try to avoid the squiggly bits that kind of like breaks the flow, you know? I doubt they care about that with art. I hope that's true, but I've seen people get banned for like the most absurd thing. People got banned for like clay tits, or like a gas got banned for I think it was like a clay shot, like a clay render of butt cheeks, if I'm not wrong. Got banned for quite a long period of time. Not sure why, but that happened, and hopefully it doesn't happen to me. Only on the farm, just snake hooked over what I already had. Okay. Cool. Good shit. Keep being bold with like such changes, you know. And of course, follow a reference. Also, sorry about that. It was so subtle that I even forgot they're there. Yeah, you know, I honestly did not notice that they were there as well. So, don't worry about it. Oh my god! Speaking of the devil, what the fuck? Gas! What the heck? Thank you so much for the raid. You were live? I missed it. I got my home Wi-Fi fixed, so now I can lurk in the streams. But I didn't know you were live. Oh, just a short stream? Okay. Thank you for the raid. I really appreciate it. How did it go? I was just talking about how because I was just looking at Augie's work, and we didn't realize that there were tits with the areolas, but it was a clay render, and then someone's Daggeth said, "I doubt they care about that with art." And I was just talking about how you got banned for like the most absurd reason. So yeah, and then you rated me quite literally a few seconds after I said that. Yeah, don't play with fire. Exactly. Hopefully nothing happens. Mika, hello. I put a good word in with the boss to rate. Thanks, Mika. Appreciate that. Hope you had a good stream, Gas. If you have to raid and run, feel free to, do the post-stream stuff and whatnot. Not really liking how this is looking. Need to raid and run, but glad to see you on this sculpt. Be beautiful, love it. Thank you. Yeah, you have a good one. Have a good one. I probably butchered reading that, but glad to see you on. Oh, glad to see you on. And this sculpt is okay. This sculpt be beautiful. Love it. Thank you. Yeah, have a good one. And for the raiders, oh, Kate Wynn. The two people I need to go to Lightbox in one place. Oh no. You just missed him. Unless he's still here. Yeah, that's definitely on the list. I want to go to Lightbox. How's your day, Kate Wynn? Busy? You busy today? Hey, Built Bird, welcome to the stream. So for the raiders, just a little introduction. I am currently working on my very first 3D, my very first 3D animated film. You're looking at the second character that the protagonist is complete, so this is the second 2 out of the 6 characters that I'll be working on, right? And yeah, I'm currently on day 17. I'm about 3 days behind schedule now, but it is what it is. And yeah, if you want to learn more about the film, I do have videos on YouTube, just the one video on YouTube explaining the premise, and the other video is just me breaking down the process of how I did the protagonist. But yeah. This music sounds like either Dark Cloud or Harvest Moon. These songs are from Maple Story. The one I was playing earlier is called Snowdrop. I was here earlier, but I don't think I said hi. Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah, you did not. Just say you hate me, Kate Wynn. Just say you hate me. Your hand painting of faces is still on point. Thank you. I tried. I think I did a better job on her than I did the protagonist. But clothes, why are clothes so difficult to paint? Oh my god. His very first 3D See you, I'm going to bed because tomorrow I start my end of year project. Oh, best of luck with that, lad. Best of luck. Hope you have fun with the project. I hope it's at least enjoyable. I don't speak truths, I insinuate them. Shit. Damn, you didn't even bother lightening the blow. Cannot believe after this I still have to introduce some asymmetrical details. I need some shorthands with hand painting clothes. Let's see what she looks like in what is it again? Chronos PBR neutral. Ew. Okay. Oh, my eye. Okay, and then why does it look so ass? Tell me why. In bigger, bolder shapes. Okay. Okay. Let's try that out. Fuck. Okay, that's 1, 2. Yeah, that's about like 3 tones-ish. Alright. Here's what I'm gonna do. I am going to kind of even out the values. Right now you can see it's kind of like darker up top here. Well, oh, it's almost 6. I'm gonna even out the values of the midtones, and then I'm gonna add in the values of the highlights. Let's see if that works. Let's do it quick game, you know? Okay. Alright, let's do the same thing over here. Let's be fucking brave. Be brave. Midtones, I'll pick that. Spread it all over here. Alright, and then let's pick oh, I'm tripping. Oh my god. No, I'm not done. I'm not done. What if I... Let me try something real quick. I'm gonna create a second layer. I'm gonna call this Shadow 2K. And then with this one, I'm gonna do pure black. Alright, and then I'm just gonna do this. Okay, and then move it here. Hey, Rashid, welcome to the stream. Now, okay, I need water, but legs no work like they used to before. Go hydrate, Kate, or else. Oops. Damn it. Alright, this is a good enough test. Alright, then what I'm gonna do is to set this to multiply, and then I'll lower the... Actually, we don't need to set it to multiply because it's pure black. There's no multiplying needed. Do I like that? I'm not sure if I like this. Built Bird, thank you for the follow. Thank you, thank you. Welcome to the stream. Welcome, welcome. Alright, let's do the same thing but for the highlights. We don't have much time left. I'm gonna make it pure white. It's a pro by the way. Better watch out. Pro bot. Oh. Yeah, maybe you learn a type. I think that's the first thing you gotta do, Kate. Leave Built Bird alone. Learn how to type. This is what happens when I try to make compliments threats. That's what you get. Built Bird. Okay. Do you stream, Built Bird? Are you a streamer? Can I check out their works? Good luck gooning. Thanks, Porkchop. Let's see. Ew. Okay. That did not work at all. Alright. I'm gonna have to... I think I could use this as a mask, but it's a bit complicated. Let me just do a color pick. Boom. I feel that? Nope. Wait, where'd it go? Son of a bitch. Bun of a sitch. Okay, I'm gonna have to draw them in again. I didn't save it. Damn it, damn it, damn it. Oh no, it's already 6. It's already 6. That might be the play. I'm gonna turn off symmetry and let's add another one of these. Oops. Ooh, wait. Okay, new technique discovered. Potentially. Hey, I don't hate this. I do not hate this at all. Okay. Okay. And just gotta do the same thing to the back. Alright. Let me just save and then quickly texture the rest of the back here before I call it. The bug is happening again. Damn it. No wonder. One sec. Restarting Blender 5.1 female Goon. Just make sure that I'm still viewing. Okay, good. Very nice. Alright, what was I gonna do? Oh right, the midtones. I want to darken up some areas like here. What? Oh, I'm okay. Ah, I'm stupid. Okay, got it. Skill issue. Highlights here. Highlight 2. This will be facing straight. That means this will be dark, right? Damn it. No fucking way. I didn't have the symmetry turned on. So okay. That's fine. That's fine. That's okay. Whoever turned it off, I'm gonna find you. I never got water. I'm good. I'm going to wait. I'm going now. I swear. Okay, okay. I thought you said you were gonna swear now. It's like, ooh. Ah. Go get it. Go. Now. Let's add some highlights on the back, and then we're gonna call it the stream. Are you using any add-ons for texture painting? That shit is looking beautiful. Thank you. I am using the what do you call that? The Ugu Paint add-on. The free layered system. There you go. So yeah, I am using this. But other than that, no. But yeah, I'm using the Ugu Paint add-on. Back and still dehydrated? Bruh. Why are you so dehydrated? Time to down some electrolytes. Gotta retain the water, you know? Thanks, yeah, no worries. And welcome to the stream, by the way. Ugu Paint is pronounced Uchu Paint? Uchu Paint? Really? I have to apologize again, an honest mistake on my part. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry. Bow, bow, bow. Does it make sense at all? Why do I hate this? I don't understand folds. I don't understand clothes. Nordstrom, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. What is it about this that I don't like? Trage, thank you for the follow. Trage? Rieg? Sorry if I butchered your name. Dropzilla, thank you for the follow. Welcome to the stream. Welcome again. Feeling this. I won't lie. Hey, how do you find hand painting in Blender versus 3D Coat? I've never used 3D Coat ever, so I don't have like a reference point. But I would like to give it a try someday. 3D Coat. But texture painting in Blender is... I think the word that I can think of is like it's very workaround-ish. Yeah, it's a little workaround-ish. But you can definitely get it to work. From what I heard from a classmate, Ugu Paint is a bit laggy. So far, I don't have like any, you know. It hasn't been that bad for me. I didn't experience any lag. Right? If there's any lag, it's really just a Blender thing in general, because Ugu Paint just kind of puts together the Blender features in a more accessible way. Like these are just buttons being like for instance, if you want to bake an AO mask, right? Baking it through Ugu Paint and baking it straight, within the Blender, the shader editor, it's essentially the same speed. But maybe I'm not the best point of reference, because I currently work with a 4090, so maybe I'm experiencing no lag because of that. Yo, RZ Maker, hello. Welcome to the end of the stream. I do have to go. Oh my god. I want to get this done. Oof, okay. I'm honestly not too happy with today's results, I won't lie. I feel like, got so much to learn from I'm not too sure, like, I don't have shorthands like I do with faces, right? Like with faces, I generally know where to place the darker values and the lighter values. For clothes, still unsure, but well, hopefully I'll figure something out. Probably gotta watch more videos. Let me set that to... Oh, okay, I'll just set this to black. Nope. Oh wait, I could just do this, maybe? Nope. Oh, there it is. I'll pick one of these darker colors, and I'll do multiply. Yeah, I don't like this. This is sick. Thank you, Moonbase. Yeah, no worries, Nord. I want to ask you about the CG industry. Did you work in the industry before? I have not, RZ. Yeah, I know. Sadly, I know pretty much nothing about the industry besides, you know, whatever I've heard from my friends who are kind of in the industry. Like not, like I don't think I have friends that work in like the CG film industry. I have friends who, you know, work in like game studios and stuff. That's about it. Thank you, Moonbase, for the follow. Thank you. So yeah, this is... I'm gonna have to call it... yeah. I'm gonna try to, you know, maybe I'm gonna have to watch some tutorials or some time-lapse videos to see how like a pro artist would go about I guess like hand painting clothes. So I don't know, I just cannot get it to feel right. Not sure if there are any tricks that I could maybe try to follow, you know. Let me just let's see. That is to... Let's see PBR neutral. Yeah, it's very saturated. What about Aces? Yeah, I don't really like it. I don't like the... Yasmin Osawa, thank you for the follow. Thank you. Her pants are. Oh no, the pants are not done yet. These are not done. I've only so far textured these two things. Everything else, they're still untouched. And the pants is supposed to kind of look like this, but not this ass, you know? Yeah, I'll figure it out. I will figure it out. Oh, Moliere! Yo! Welcome, welcome. I'm so sorry that I have to bounce. But how was the stream? Hope you had a good stream. Thank you for the raid. What's up, Nokia? Hey, Moliere. Moliere raid. Hey, welcome to the stream, Slob. Sorry for having to end now. Yeah, what were you working on? Thank you, Slop, for the follow. Thank you, thank you. And yeah, for the raiders, I just got done texture painting the shirt, but it's nowhere near to a standard that I'm happy with. What is that? Where did that come from? Oh, it's from this. Yeah, I'm gonna have to delete that. That was probably a... What is that? Since when was that there? Okay, I'll figure it out. But yeah, I just got done texture painting. Well, I'm not done. I was working on texture painting the shirt. Nowhere near to where I want it to be. Maybe this area, right? Like this, this portion, like the... Let me just circle it from the... like this area. I'm okay with this, but this part here, I need to figure out a better way to do things. And the back, yeah, not very happy with this. Like this is, yeah, just ignore that big blob. Yep, that's that. And there's that. At least you can take the rate pile and send it to someone else. Fair enough. The fold. Sorry, wait. Let me. Yeah, no worries. I've been aware of the raid just a few minutes before I go. Okay. The fold from the front, right above the gloves, it's so deep it should be in the elbow area, but it's lower. The fold from the front, right above the gloves, this. It's so deep it should be in the elbow area, but it's lower. Not sure if I understand. Oh, okay, fair recipient. Okay. At least you can take the rate pile and send it to someone else. I've been working on a bit of a project. Ooh, the whole sculpt. Retopo or texture pipeline. Currently stuck in retopology hell. I was there just a few days ago. I understand. Oh, the dark shape. Yeah. I'm gonna have to fix a lot of these things. I'm still. Yeah, I don't really have like a method, you know, like with the face. I kind of know where to place like the darker values to make things look right, but with clothes, that is where I struggle. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm having a bit of a hard time to understand the forms. I don't know if it's the choice of brush, you know. I don't know what it is, but maybe it's the choice of brush. Maybe I gotta mix the two up a little. Ooh, that looks good. Ooh. Okay, I need to bounce, keeping an eye on your recent models. Very cool design and style. Thank you. I'm glad you think so. You work from a reference? Yes, I do. I have a bunch up here. Okay, make sure I get noted. There you go. I have like and many more actually. These are just the pile for the clothes. Yep. Who you rating? I was thinking of rating Ruby. Do you have someone in mind, Caitlin? Not I'm rating the Rubes. But if you have a recommendation... Alright. Ruby was my second choice, that way it's like a double rate true. You haven't met A cubed, you should meet her, but Ruby's a beast too. A cubed. Oh my god, whoa. Yeah. It's either Ruby or A cubed. She's a pro. She is a pro. Holy. Yeah, I spelled it right this time. A bot. Now, why would you call someone a bot? Damn. Alright. Well. Oh! Burly Raptor! I'm so sorry for having to end right as you raid. Oh my god, the second end of the stream rate. I'm so sorry. Thank you for the raid, Burly. Thank you. Welcome to the stream, Raiders. I just got done working on... well, I'm not done with the texture painting work just yet, but I was working on the texture painting of the shirt. Ray Train, Burly, told her to chuck cubes at you. Yo, Burly. Hey, Aris, Lassitude, Draws, Burly, 3D Scene, Turtle, Cute Melon Club, thank you for the follow, Signor. Billy Chomps. Yeah, sorry I have to end the stream now, but at hell right now, oh my god. Alright, bye. Take care. Peace.